Hey everyone, I'm doing the fifth game review for Spooktober Jam. So, again, always this shameless plug at the beginning. Check our game out through the lens. There was a pretty decent sized team working on this one. Great music, great art, some cool surprises in there, and 4 different endings, so give it a look. So, let's get started into this. So, the first one I'm going to look at is Freak Yard by Bert Kurim, I believe is how you say it. So, solve fun puzzles to escape the freak yard. Paying attention to tutorial stones is recommended. So, I am going to turn off all music. I will always give the games a listen after the video just to make sure I can properly review the audio. So, this is going to run in browser. Pretty nice. I already love the title screen. You got some lighting effects going on, good 2D art. We got some credits here. Okay, nice little scroll effect. It looks like got a couple people working on this game. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's start her out. So use WASD to move around, and you also have a look. So the little question marks is your tutorial stones. You are dead, or you were dead. Now you are not. Okay, good to know. You need to escape the graveyard without freaking everyone out. Click on costumes to dress up. You should hide yourself from the living. Alright, so we have Spider-Man costume here. Always love the copyrights. So it looks like we just leave. She loves her hair. Neighborhood kids are here for some reason. Yes, they are psychos. Interesting. Meet Princess. If you look scary, she will freak out. Okay, so you get skulls if you do that. Freak out meter. Okay. See how she freaked out? Now wear these so the next one won't. Okay, so I already see how the theme's working here. So you're masking the truth by covering yourself up. Pretty straightforward. If you're properly dressed, they won't freak out. Cool. She doesn't see me, so cool, I can leave. So the controls are pretty decent. Character has a little heavy momentum to it. Looks like collision is okay on everything. So let's grab this. Looks like a pirate hat. I like the UI on here. You can tell if you're scary or cute. And then you have a nice little inventory over here telling you what you're wearing. So it is a pirate hat. This is the nerd. He will freak out if your costume parts are irrelevant. So if you're not matching, he's going to think you're ugly. Makes sense. Your costume is accurate if all parts belong to one set. So I like how in the inventory it does tell you if they are similar or not. You have some pretty decent 3D models, and your texturing's pretty nice. Controls are fairly simple. Gameplay is pretty decent. Pretty unique concept, especially using the theme. So it looks like candy. I'm guessing we're throwing it. So if we throw candy at the bully, he likes candy, and we can pick stuff up. You can throw some items. Try it with the nerd. Kids will chase their favorite attraction if it passes through their sight. Didn't do anything. Oh, there we go. Ghost busted. You filled the freako meter. Okay, so I'm guessing you have to pick it up and throw it a little further out of their range. So we'll try it out again. So throw him candy, just run in here, grab the book. So let me try something like this, maybe? The throwing mechanic is a little off on this. Let's see if I can make it in. Nope. Interesting. So it's very, very touchy when it comes to the collision. That's okay. Is it going to be perfect? So we'll try this one more time. Maybe I'll stand right here. Okay. More than meets the eye. Okay, so they move. So I'm guessing you have to be quick. Alright, so I was able to make it through. Princess loves fireworks. Some things are not what they seem to be. Okay, so what's that supposed to mean? Can I shoot a firework at her? Okay, so you have to make a move out of the way with it, just like the nerd. Okay. I think I'll do this one more time, see what I can get to. Grab that. Okay, got her out of the way. What is this thing? Looks like a lantern. Okay, so you have your own little path now. Cool. I like that. Pretty unique. Another Mask the Truth type thing. So I think this is probably enough for this game. Let's escape. Okay, exit out. Cool. Got that all working. That was a pretty good game. I liked it. The graphics were nice on it. Gameplay was simple and easy. There was a few little hiccups here and there, but easily overcome. And I think if you guys keep tweaking this could turn out to be a pretty good polished game. Nice work. Alright, the next one that we're looking at is Masking Truth by BobWag23. So his itch page says, made for Spooktober Jam, fight through the Karens and mask truth. It's hard. Spooktober Jam theme, mask the truth. We spun the theme and it made it so you have to mask a person called Truth, the final boss. Alright, so I already downloaded this, so let's go take a look at it. Masking Truth. Alright, so move around, up the jump. Character moves very, very slow. Is there like a run button? You get checkpoints. Platforms fall. Okay, let's see what happens when you fall. Anything? Okay, so it looks like it's endless. Alright. Uh-oh. It sets you at a checkpoint, but the world does not reload completely, so that's a little of an oversight, so we'll just restart. Yeah, that's always a good thing. If you have checkpoints, make sure you actually reset the world so people can start over again. So I'll play a little bit longer, get to the main function of throwing the mask, see what that's like. Very, very slow player movement. I don't know if that's what you were going for. Usually you want things to be a little snappier though, makes the player feel a little stronger. Okay, so you fall through those, you can jump on enemies' heads. Oh, so it's like a Mario. Get some extra height off of that. Walk over a mask, pick it up. Use space to throw. Okay, so you can throw the mask, you get hurt, and boom. Okay, for some reason you automatically jump up when you hit the person with a mask, so that's an interesting issue. Defeat this enemy and start the actual game. So jump, throw, oh. No, I think I'm stuck. Okay, I just jump on him. No, I have no mask. So far the controls, they're pretty heavy just because the character's so slow. The jump has pretty good height to it. The throwing mechanic seems pretty straightforward. You have, seems like a straight trajectory almost. It might kind of have gravity to it. Looks like you have a health bar, so it looks like you can actually take a couple hits. Graphic wise, it's just pixel art, so that's pretty basic at this point, but you can't really ask for a whole lot when you're working in a game jam. Alright, let's take some of these guys out. Ooh. Yep, there it is again. Every time you throw a mash, you get hit. Or you jump, I should say. And it does look like your mask actually does get thrown down a little bit. Okay, I don't have any mask. I'll play just a little bit longer. I think this is all this really is, so gameplay wise it gets a little repetitive. That's most platformers unless there's a lot of stuff going on. Oop, oop. Okay, so I died. Alright. I think overall it was pretty good. You have a game that seems completed. Obviously not going to play to the end because I don't know how long it is, but I think you did a good job on it. Graphic wise, it was decent. The controls were a little heavy, so that's always good to tweak those around to make sure the game feels pretty comfortable for the player. So let's move on to the next one. We're going to go to Trick for Treats by Hunter Daunted. Okay. So it looks like this is a in-browser game. Play as a little ghoul who is hungry for sweets, but be careful, the people in this town are paranoid folk. In order to get his hands on the tasty candy, our protagonist must disguise himself as a trick-or-treater, and it's up to you, the player, to keep him out of trouble, and his disguise intact. Avoid hazards by pressing W to jump. Hold down for longer jumps. Okay. So it just looks like W is going to be our gameplay. Let's see. Escape out of that. I'll refresh the page. Maybe that'll help. Cannot get the game to play. Interesting. Is there a... I'm not seeing a download link anywhere for it. So, alright, well, since I can't get it to play, I'm not going to give it a full review. The title card is pretty nice. Maybe it's just my computer. I'm not really sure. Pretty simple looking UI. And it seems like a very simple concept for play. Just use W. Always a good indicator. You could always make it like a mobile game or something like that. So I would say make sure that the game works before you say that it's all good and ready for submissions. Alright, so I'm going to move on to the next one. Spook Run by Salmoner. Hopefully I said that right. Spook Run. This is a simple 2D platformer game made for Spooktober Jam. Here your objective is to find the truth. To complete the level, go through the portal at the end of the level. Okay, so they got some art over here. Looks pretty decent so far. So I have this downloaded as well. Alright, so already a dark screen. You got some coloring effect going on. That's pretty cool. Credits. Oh, nice scrolling credits. That's always nice to see. Looks like one person did all the work. Go to play. Got 6 levels. That's quite a bit of levels to play through, so hopefully there's some individuality for each level or personality. Use the arrow keys to move. Hit space or the upward facing arrow to jump. So you can actually just use arrows to do it. Okay, so I'm getting stuck in the wall when you get close to it. Character movement left and right feels okay. You get a lot of speed. Jump is a little delayed and a little heavy. Use your cursor to see through things and avoid hidden obstacles. Okay, so sprite masking, pretty nice. So it looks like I could probably stand inside this ghoul, but I can't touch that one. And that is right. Okay, good to know. Yeah, there's a really weird delay on the jump, so you have to make sure you're jumping just a little early. That's one thing I always see in platformer games is you want to make sure your player has the ability to slightly walk off the edge a little bit before they have to jump. That way you give them that little bit of invincibility frame of jumping off an object. Make sure that they have full control over their character. No one's perfect, so they're going to want to hit that jump. And oh, looks like I jumped over him, but I got hit. Maybe it was just some bad collision there. So I'll try it again. See if I can make it through one level. Okay, so you just barely have enough height to get over him. So that would have been something you could have done like immediately with using your mouse sprite masking. Put something in this box to give the character something for actually using that. Because now, by this point, I'm going to forget that this even exists. Okay, so small platform jumping with delayed jumping is always very difficult. And the character is very low on the screen as well, so since you're moving downwards at this point, it would be nice if you could transition the camera slightly downwards. You can use Cinemachine if you're using Unity. I believe that's what you were using. You can actually use Cinemachine to put priority on what is being seen. And once you get to certain platforms, it can actually control the camera movement for you. So that's a pretty nice tip. Oh, see, because now that was just a leap of faith and I missed it. So I'll try it one more time since I know what that area is like. Looks like that animation gets stuck every once in a while after your jump. Okay, at this point, the collision is just a little wonky and whatnot. Don't know if I'll be able to make it to the end of this. I'll try one more time. And after that, that's going to be the end of this video. I do like the background. It's just a standard object. Looks like you have a little bit of parallaxing effect going on. I do like the character design. That's pretty nice. The ghouls were pretty cool as well. Alright, so leap of faith here. Made it. Okay, cool. Yay, you are now ready to go. Alright, so made it through. So we must be in level 2 now. Oh my, those are some big spikes. Yeah, see how our feet kind of like stop after... Oh, you are dead. Try again. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end it here. So overall, graphic-wise, pretty decent, but simplistic at the same time. Feels like an endless runner type game, or just another 2D platformer. The Mask the Truth, I think you were using the mouse sprite technique to make that work. And so far, I haven't really seen a whole lot of use for it. Maybe later in other levels, you do. Okay, so there's another leap of faith, and I got stuck in the wall. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all I can really say about this one. Oh, that's really nice, actually. So that's one thing I should mention is I just hit escape, and I got a menu. So that's something always nice to add into your Game Jam games. Makes it easy for people to quit out of your game without having to Alt F4 or Shift Alt